Hello guys and welcome to another video. A new LEAPERKIM wheel is always an event. I can safely say that because realistically, LEAPERKIM wheels sit at the top when it comes to sales or ride quality. It's not uncommon to hear riders saying that the Sherman L is the best wheel ever. Do you agree with that? Let me know in the comment section down below. After releasing the Pad S this year, LEAPERKIM is back with their biggest wheel, the LEAPERKIM ORYX. A big wheel is not something simple. The weight comes in play. LEAPERKIM usually delivers great wheels, so let's check if this new product is a good one. Before that, a gentle reminder to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any new review. I would like to give a big shout out to Jason and Ewheels for sending me the ORYX so early. If you would like to order the ORYX or any other electric unicycle, there's a link in the description down below. Using my link really helps the channel. In advance, thank you very much. Let's start by listing the specs of the LEAPERKIM ORYX. It's a 22-inch tire wheel. The last time LEAPERKIM made such a big wheel was with the Abrams. It's equipped with Samsung 50S batteries with a huge capacity of 4700 watt-hours. It's 700 watt-hours more than the Sherman L. What does it mean? It means that when it comes to range, you're gonna be good with this wheel. The ORYX is equipped with a high torque motor with a power capacity of 4200 watts. The ORYX is available with an hobby or street tire. An interesting spec here is that the ORYX is a 176 volts electric unicycle. LEAPERKIM is finally upping the voltage and moving away from their traditional 151 volts EUCs. The wheel is also equipped with a hydraulic suspension. It's still done by Fast-Ace, but I understand that they upgraded the suspension shock. At the front of the wheel, you got a handle, a tail light that is completed with two red LED lights. On the sides of the wheel, you got the traditional LEAPERKIM foot pegs. They updated the design and made them more grippy. On this unit, I removed them. This electric unicycle is also equipped with spike pedals, new design, and the pedal's height is adjustable. At the back you got a handle, tail lights Sherman L style, and a kickstand. Something new here is that the kickstand is foldable. The top of the wheel looks like a Sherman L. You can find there the typical LEAPERKIM speedometer display. There is also a trolley handle that is the exact same one that you can find on the Sherman L. The wheel looks like a typical LEAPERKIM EUC. We are in known territory here. It's basically a bigger Sherman L with a huge knobby tire. Look at this thing. It's a beautiful big beast. The quality of the ORYX is great, as expected for a LEAPERKIM electric unicycle. Everything on this wheel is about quality. The trolley handle, the front and back handles, the pedals, the side panels, the kickstand. Everything looks nice and great. Quality-wise, you're getting a big and beautiful toy with the ORYX.
So this has two long screws. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's big. It's definitely wider than all the other motherboards. It's definitely bigger than their previous motherboards. It looks like the phase wires, I guess, because they upped the voltages. The copper bus. It's sealed the same way as the other LEAPERKIMs.
In terms of waterproofing, do you think it's sealed? What do you think?
It's sealed the same as their other ones. After the Sherman S with the links and everything else, they did this where you don't have to actually open this at all to disconnect the battery packs, which is nice and helps your waterproofing, because then once this is sealed down, you know, it's good. You don't have to touch it.
Okay.
This one's kind of nice. It slips right in to the channel. It has like a keyway. It just slips right on. That's nice too.
So what do you think of this suspension rod?
I think that it's nice that it's one piece, that it's the same. The rebound and the compression are in one. I think that'll keep it from flexing a lot, which they should have done in the first place, but you know, better late than never. I like that they finally are not using that cast plates that they used on all the older ones. Only the Patent S was so far the only one that didn't have that cast holders. That's nice too. Look, the suspension is built in, so it's no longer counting on that clamp to hold it in place. Again, keyways. That's solid. What was the deal with this kickstand? They said something about it's movable. It's spring loaded.
Yeah, you can fold it.
You ever seen an offset drill? The only time I take this tool out is literally to do this, and it works. Their new design is supposed to impress us with this thing. Does anybody actually like these?
Who knows? No one has this wheel.
The foot
I'm just
pads.
the first guy to get it after 2 other guys.
Oh, we're the first?
I'm the first after 2 other guys. I'm the first after Marty and Will Good Time.
Does that mean I have to cut this one out too? That's only half of it and it's heavy. Jesus Christ. Ugh. I'm getting old. These wheels are getting heavier. This should be metal, in my opinion. This is the only thing protecting this phase wire from a knobby tire. If this tire starts chewing through this and those phase wires arc, say goodbye to the motor, say goodbye to the motherboard. And I'm sure that's not a cheap repair. It should be metal. They definitely did some innovative things, like having the suspension held from 2 separate directions, from down and from the top, is nice. Having the suspension locked and keywayed is nice.
I guess you're gonna have to upgrade, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to expand the workbench for the new wheels. It's crazy. Check this voltage. Fucking thing is huge. Alright, it's either gonna turn on or it's gonna bug out. Suspension feels nice. I think probably definitely needs some bolts.
Okay?
I don't know if it's the tire being that wide or the suspension being as plush as it is or just the fact that the power is there, but it makes you feel like a new rider again, like you're just getting up to speed again for the first time. You just want to push it. And I haven't felt like that on a wheel in a long time. Like I have an ET Max right there. I still prefer my Commander Pro because 60 miles an hour doesn't feel much different than 40 miles an hour, than 50 miles an hour. It's all the same. This felt different. The suspension, it didn't feel like you had to be careful going faster.
While the wheel is still big and heavy, LEAPERKIM kept on implementing small functionalities to keep the practicality in check. The Sherman L trolley handle on the ORYX works quite well. The best trolley handle on any electric unicycle, in my opinion. It's very solid. I didn't have any issues trolleying the wheel, contrary to what I experienced on the Bigot Panther. You can turn off any light on this wheel, whether it's the front and back red LED lights or the headlight. It's crazy that I have to precise this on an electric unicycle, but with Bigot and Extreme Bull wheels, it's not available anymore, so I'm grateful that LEAPERKIM is still offering this. They like to make their wheels practical, and I like that. The ORYX is available with a knobby or street tire. As you can see, this unit has a knobby tire. It's not bad, it does okay, but it could be better. Like with a street tire, things could be better on the ORYX. Don't get me wrong, even with a knobby, the ORX is great and rides well. But if you don't like knobby tires, you might have an issue. The ORX is a 176 volts wheel. The Sherman L is a 151 volts wheel. When it comes to speed, what kind of speed performance upgrade are you getting with the ORX versus the Sherman L? First, the Sherman L free spins at 90 miles per hour. The ORX free spins at 94 miles per hour. The PWM is a metric that measures the power of the wheel while riding. If it reaches 100%, the wheel cuts out. DarknessBot now supports LEAPERKIM wheels, and I've chosen to measure it with hardware mode. In that mode, LEAPERKIM wheels beep at 86% PWM. This is also confirmed by NOSFET in their Aero's manual, where it's clearly mentioned that the Aero will beep at 86% PWM. And we all know that NOSFET uses LEAPERKIM parts. In this speedrun you just watched, I've hit 57.7 miles per hour wheel speed with a PWM of 84%. On the Sherman L at 84% PWM, I would be at around 53 miles per hour wheel speed. With these findings and as of now, I would say that the ORX will give you a 4 to 5 miles per hour top speed upgrade versus the Sherman L. The torque on the ORX is incredible. Usually on 22-inch tire wheels like the Master Pro or the Panther, when you take off from 0 miles per hour, there is a slight inertia before going. On the ORX, there is no such a thing here. The wheel takes off practically like a Sherman L. It just goes directly. It's insane. I've never seen that on a big wheel. And then when you accelerate, the torque is great. It's practically right behind what you can get on an X-Way. Not at the same level, but practically. It's right behind. This is the result of the combination of this new high torque motor and the higher voltage at 176 volts. The pedals of the ORX are adjustable. You can now lower them. I welcome that. It's something that was missing on every single past LEAPERKIM EUC. At no extra cost, you can now lower the pedals, and I like that. The stock pedals of the ORX are nice, they have real spikes and they don't feel bad. Suspension-wise, LEAPERKIM has worked with Fast-Ace to develop a new hydraulic suspension system for the ORX. The ORX is available with 3 spring weight options, 62, 66 and 70 pounds. On this unit, I got the 66 pounds spring option. My personal Sherman L has a 70 pounds spring in the suspension shock. And what I'm observing is that on the ORX, at 66 pounds, the wheel feels stiffer. The suspension feels stiffer versus the Sherman L. The 66 pounds option feels great for me. I like the suspension to be on the soft side, but not too soft, and here that's exactly what I'm getting. On the RX, you're getting the top of the top when it comes to suspension performance, like crazy. Next level.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I kind of like, a part of me is not really surprised because like this is kind of like what LEAPERKIM always does. They're always very conservative and they always kind of assume that people are not going to go very fast. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is very torquey. It is, well, it is surprisingly torquey given how big the wheel is. It's more like the accurate description because you don't really expect a lot of torque out of a big wheel like this. And given the weight and size, it is pretty good. But I feel like, does it have like, I feel like the Sherman L's is still torqueier, because like the smaller diameter wheels really have a lot of like like just from a dynamic perspective, it has a lot like a huge, like the reduced lever arm has it's a huge leg up. So, and also this is like, again, like this is where that motor rating. And I know everyone's just like, oh, it doesn't mean anything, 4,200, watts, like it's variable.
Yeah.
But it does come into play. Like
For
that's
sure.
5,000. This is 4,200.
Yeah. This one has no inertia when you take off.
Yeah.
This one has. This is what I feel.
That one is weightier, but that's a speed, that's like 2 for speed. So like it will keep feeding you more and more power as you
go, but
accelerate.
20 miles per hour, it's
Right.
like
What about the ride feel of the ORYX? The wheel is very heavy. Like, heavy. There's no way around it. However, LEAPERKIM did their magic, and when you ride the ORYX, it feels like riding a Sherman L. Taking off, riding, you don't feel the weight at all. It goes, thanks to this high torque motor. The wheel is also strangely nimble. Of course, I'm a big rider, so it's easier for me to ride this wheel as opposed to someone smaller. But it seems like LEAPERKIM did their best to reduce the impact of the heavy weight of the ORYX. The LEAPERKIM ORYX is the latest shiny toy when it comes to electric unicycles. It offers the best of what you can get in an UC. If you're a LEAPERKIM fan, you're gonna be in known territory. You're gonna feel at home and you will know what is up with this wheel. If you don't know LEAPERKIM wheels, when you get the ORYX, you're gonna feel an upgrade as opposed to what you're getting with other performance brands. When I talk about upgrade, I mean overall package. With the ORYX, you're getting a good mix of design, practicality, build quality and performance. And honestly, whether it's a big or small wheel, that's what I'm looking for.
Here we are outside.
subscribe.